Hello and welcome back to another video about Honkai Impact. Today we are going to continue with the main story. First I upgraded Silly to double S 2 stars. So soon she probably will be maxed. So triple S. Which would of course be very nice. And yeah. Like I said, I'm going to continue with the second half of Wings of Reawakening, the 11th chapter of the first part. So yeah, we are now going to continue with this. And there are also a few news that I will be talking about in this video. So yeah. But I will do this while fighting happens. She was twirling above the clouds. It's a good view up here, right? The shadow was right by her side, quietly listening to her mutters. I don't like height. Looking down from a high place makes everything small. It's almost arrogance. But when you go further up and through the clouds, things get much better. An ocean of white waves. Pure paradise. Wait, can you see? You don't have a solid form. How can your eyes see? And you can hear me. That's weird. How does your authority system work? It's the Fang on down. Oh. Hua chuckled. That's convenient. Everything that's hard to explain, just say it's the Fang down working. Like memories, they should be stored in my head, right? After it was bursted by 7 little pricks, I forgot a lot. But you're in a feather, and it doesn't have a brain to store memories. Guess the answer's still Fang down. Probably, when the feather rains, I start to forget things. That's right. Hua clapped her hands. In Karen's hands, the feather had twinned quite a bit, and your memory must have suffered. Or even worse, some key component could be damaged. That's why you began to hallucinate and think you were more than a feather, that you were the real deal. Sentience transfer and memory copy are bound to make you wonder who you are. Otto and I both have been there. Hua tried to comfort the shadow with a smile. It's no big deal, and I help you get over it. After all, you're my copy and we're sort of twins. Take your time to figure it out, and you can return my power later. Never mind. I don't need it back. And I handed out tons of feathers, even Otto got one. Makes no difference if I have yours back. Just keep me company, alright? It's so boring being alone. Where are you going? Hua thought hard and then broke the long silence with a bored smile. Back to Taixuan. Yeah. It doesn't seem like they both, either of them, wants to think that they are not the real Hua. I don't get it. Why do I feel like you have a problem with me? I am you, and you are me. We are of the same mind. You should know me better than anyone else. And enough of the you're the real Hua bullshit. I'm not really in a good mood right now. Maybe you're not aware. There's something odd about you. Hua sniffed heavily. Go on, I'm listening. Are you really Fu Hua? You share very little in common with her. You two are even day and night different. Maybe you have her memories, maybe you are awakened in her body. But you are something new. Huh, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. I have a body and I have her memories. If I am not Fu Hua, then who am I? I think you're the one acting weird. You don't seem to appreciate the fact that you're just a copy and not the original. You think I didn't know? You always give me that look as if I was a child who had done something wrong. You know what I think? Mind your own business. But I guess you got one thing right. There's no need to be trapped by my past. It's a fresh start for me now. Why would I care about what the past me would do? I'd just be myself. Yeah. She's definitely something different. Or something is wrong with her mind. Since I can't imagine that this is what will happen to Fu Hua. So yeah. But I find it very interesting that we are walking on the clouds, the midst of the sky. Very interesting. And yeah. And I find it funny, the fight between the two of them about who is the real one, who is the fake one. Especially since this so-called real Hua, so this Hua with the black outfit, really acts like a little spoiled child with too much power. And the Fan Dawn feather that claims to be the real Hua, yeah, acts very much like the old Hua. Yeah, and that was extremely funny since I turned the camera around. I didn't see them too, the two of them. Very interesting that this is even possible, but oh well. Yeah. And Mei, Bornya and Kiana, the three of them. Yeah. They will continue. I think we will soon see more of them, of both of them again. Since we saw this new form of Hua, the black one, in one of the things. Hua waved a hand and the girl's illusions were wiped away, like water drops on a window glass. Can I ask a question? Be my guest. Why would you go to Taixuan? There's nothing there. It was deserted and forgotten many years ago. Hua fell silent as she pondered her words. Actually, Hua held it the very moment her lips parted. It looked like she regretted answering the question. I just woke up, you know. I don't know anything at all. My head is all blank. Just like a newborn baby. Can you expect a baby to have a sound plan for their entire life? But I've got everything planned because I'm Fu Hua and this is expected from me. I know it, but I just don't want to face it. I wish to get away from all this. I don't even want my memories back. But time is against me and the enemies are still out there. I have to face it, I have to accept it and become Hua. Hua scratched her head. I want to go somewhere I can call home. I want to feel it. Maybe it will make it easier for me to accept myself. Yeah. Very interesting plan. But yeah. With that we finished the 6th part. Hua was ambling in the mountain. Every now and then she would awaken a bloom and absorb its power and memories, which were mostly surprises for her. This one is from Otto again. Looks like a lot of memories here are from someone else. I don't like the way I used to handle things. She gave the shadow from the Fu Dawn a subtle look. I know you don't see eye to eye with me either. I'm worried about you. Huh? What's to worry about? I feel splendid. Never felt better. For the first time ever, I know what freedom tastes like. I know who I am now. I'm Fu Hua. Simple as that. This is my home, and I think it feels familiar, but also fresh. These feathers, these memories, they are all mine. I have infinity possibilities, a lot of choices. I belong here. I feel at home. Very interesting. And 7. And we are again at the Taixuan mountains. Probably earlier, I would think. From what it looks like. There's another one. Hua picked up the feather with the faint glow. That's way too many. How come I left so many feathers here? The shadow made no response. She took a walk by the cliff. She sometimes buried herself in thought and sometimes looked into the horizon. Hua instilled some Honkai energy into the feather to awaken it. Who are you? I'm your master. Return my strength and memories now. A wisp of Honkai energy touched Hua gently, then reacted. The Dawn nodded and faded. Ah, if only you could be as obedient as this one. Let me check out this memory. Hua closed her eyes. After a while, her face turned pale and twisted. Oh, it's Dr. May. Probably just some unimportant conversations. That's why I didn't keep it. Yeah, it's meaningless. Dr. May explained her plan. Explaining her plan. Hua spat in disgust. Why would I follow her like a puppet? The end result was humanity lost miserably under her leadership and had to hole up for ages in cryopods. The Ark sent to outer space went lost and the Yang stands probably sank into the Sea of Grandeur. Dr. May is a loser from head to toe. I don't know why everyone followed her like a fire-drawn mouse. She stood up and showed her the responsibilities. People had faith in her courage and resolve. Yeah, no one had any faith in wisdom. Sure, why not? The courage and resolve to bleed to the last drop. I'm not following her this time, or Otto or Kevin. I'm my own master. I will resource all creations and build a new world from the ashes of the old. You can watch me. It sounds more like killing all of humanity than saving humanity. But yeah. Yeah, and a lot of Honkai beasts. But they relatively easy with her, with this form. So yeah. And yeah, about the informations I wanted to talk about. I for now have planned to upload a few event pieces, the videos that I still have recorded but no voiceover for. I will upload Saturdays and Sundays event videos from now on, and they will have no voiceover, and 2 times a week I will upload main story like this one, and they of course will have voiceover, and it probably will take a while until I have gotten so far to upload event videos with story. What? Yeah, until I upload with voice again. No one here. Maybe they're all hiding. Maybe they've all died and turned into zombies. I say it's better this way. We only need to clean up the zombies. Hua took a look at the statue afar, and all of a sudden she signaled the shadow to be quiet with her finger. Shh, I hear something. A rustling sound came from the building on the side, and after a while a small girl slowly walked out of the shadow. Even from afar, Hua could tell for sure that this girl's face and arms were giving off a sinister purple glow. She's corrupted. But she hasn't turned yet. At this rate... Shut up. Hua walked to the girl. Are you here to save us? Don't worry, everything will be fine. Hua crouched down and took a close look at the girl. Seconds later she knew the girl was beyond saving. What happened here? People all went crazy just now. Everyone turned white, and they started to hack each other. Just now? How long ago was that? The Fountain Dawn Shadow asked. The girl didn't hear. Save me, please. I don't wanna die. I will. Hua gently touched the girl's forehead to comfort her. She looked at Hua and seemed to have something to say. Wait for me, okay? The girl nodded and slowly closed her eyes. What's on your mind? I'll arrange her. This is not what she needs. But this is all that I can do for her. You know she doesn't have long. This is what I do best. Let's keep on searching for other survivors. We have to at least try. Sure. from what we know, as soon as you get corrupted, there's almost no way to save someone. So, yeah. As you can see, I really am bad at fighting with this stupid stun bar and fighting these enemies. I need to do close combat, but it doesn't. But if I get close, I get stunned. And getting away from them, waiting until I can fight again, get closer again, is annoying as hell. To be real with you. Giant beast. Oh, and the next statue will kill it. 8 cleared. Stage 9. Yeah, and this one seems a bit stronger compared to the others. Other zombies before. But since I got a tri-character, it was really easy. Hua returned to the girl. Hi. It's alright now. I've beaten the bad guys. Hua ruffled her hair and smiled to her, trying to cheer her up. Everyone is back to normal now, and you'll be right as rain in a jiffy. Just relax. The girl nodded relaxedly and began to study Hua with her big curious eyes. Are you the Celestial? Do you know me? No, but you look like the statue over there. The girl looked over Hua's shoulders. See that statue over there? Grandpa told me she's a celestial being on Mount Taixuan who protects us and saves people in danger. The statue was built by my ancestors. I remember it used to be so beautiful and elegant before it was damaged. It's easy. The Hua made a slight wave. In a white flash, Quid went down and the statue turned bent. Is this how it used to look? Yes. The girl closed her eyes and seemed to have fallen into a deep slumber. You killed her. I made her a dream. In the dream, none of this has happened, and she is just a happy little girl. You asked me to save her, but this is the best I can do. Hua stood up and stared into the giant statue. I look so good. You haven't talked much today. Something bothering you? It's okay, I'm already in a bad mood, and you can possibly make it worse. Just say something. Anything. I once deployed an area of 200 swords in Fenghun Dawn in the mountain to protect it against Honkai. But Honkai devoured this place immediately after we got here. Only one explanation. Okay. As she spoke, the Fenghun Dawn shadow suddenly became blurred and dwindled. I can shut your mouth or even make you disappear with a finger snap. You have Hang on, a harsher from the previous era. You're not to be trusted and should have destroyed you. But I respect you and offered you place by my side. You seem to take my kindness for granted. Don't try to mess with my mind again, Honkai. As Fu Hua walked away, the mighty power that had been oppressing, claiming the shadow disappeared. The shadow knew she had very little power left. Even so, there were things she had to do. Yeah. And I didn't manage this evasion skill since why would I need to evade? But yeah. Hua walked on with her mind occupied by the shadow. Hua could easily break her, but she would not bend to Hua's will. Sometimes Hua would almost feel like the soul rested inside the bloom was every bit as real as hers. Did I give her too much? Why did I create her in the first place? She knew the answer. Right before death fell upon her, she did everything she could for a sliver of hope. That's why she seems so real. Hua looked to the shadow. Yes, that's right. Frail as she seems, her presence is so strong and unique. You should retrieve her. But that way, she would vanish into thin air. She fell silent and began to ponder hard. A moment later, she decided to change the topic. It's been a long time since I last talked to myself. You no longer need yourself now that you have company. Nonsense. Hua first sniffed at her inner voice, and after a while she began to fear the voice was implying something. Are you saying I'm under her control? That I've become the feather's puppet? No, she has never tried to manipulate me, and she never can. She is your past. She's pulling you back to the tragedy of the past. You want that? Do you wish to repeat your old and tragic stories? Well, no. After a brief silence, a low voice inside her head sounded. To conquer the outside world, you must first end your inner struggle. Yeah, I don't think that's so easy. The sun rose above the clouds and kept ascending slowly. Hua reached out her hand of the warm glow. Sunshine flew through her fingers and went down like a golden waterfall. She tried it over and over before she finally dropped her hand with a childish smile. Tell me about them. I told you already on the way here. We were in a hurry. Hua grinned. So Otto did nothing after he killed me? Right, it was Himiko who awakened the Kiana within the Herrscher of the world. Did Himiko die? She fell into the imaginary space. I've never heard of her since. It's a shame. She was a honorable fighter. Hua said casually. But wasn't it my idea to give Himiko the God's-Bane battlesuit? If Otto was against this, why didn't he stop her? His purpose was to awaken the Herrscher with love. Teresa or Himiko, it made no difference who was to be sacrificed. So after all the twists, everything still went according to his plan. A secret god? It's almost like he is the master of this world. No, he's more like the writer who decides how the story ends. You forgot how miserable he was 500 years ago. Hua suddenly turned around, her big eyes glittering with the satisfaction of a successful prank. But even he couldn't have guessed my revival. He knew, and he curled this body. No, he had not even the slightest clue, or I wish you were there when I broke him like a bad toy. I've heard the story many times. On the way here, Hua took every opportunity to tell her the humiliating defeat of the great Shiksa overseer. It can still put a big smile on my face every time I think about this. His innocent eyes were the best part. He merely transferred himself to another backup. That counts as death to me, all the same. The big smile on Hua's face was replaced by a solemn look. I should have done this long ago. Yeah. And more fighting. Defeating more of the Honkai beasts. I really like this form of Fu Hua. Fighting with it is very fun. This is probably one of the next forms I will do on Triple S. But since this all takes quite a long time, I will need a lot of... It will be a while until I have this battle suit form in this final form, in its mixed form. Oh yeah. And the final boss enemy, a Valkyrie Hunter. I still have not really understood how this her ultimate functions. Maybe I'm just too stupid to use it, but I only use this sprint attack. Alright, now that I've swept the place clean, Hua threw out these words all of a sudden. All this while I've been running and stalling, but I guess it's the time to face the music now. Hua gave the hanging down shadow a brief smile. How many feathers have I found here? 10? More. Everyone is a copy of me, and they returned my power and memories. They brought me closer to this world. The break is over. I must become Fu Hua now. She reached her hand out. Are you ready? Yeah, I don't think this will work. The feather is way too... You want me to return my power? I want you to become part of me. It's impossible. I know this is hard and I feel sorry. You're a good partner. Sometimes you even feel like a sister to me. It's not what you think. Go on, try it yourself. I'm not going to fight it. You can try to take me in. Your resistance would be pointless. Her hand reached the palm, no resistance, just as the shadow said, but somehow it slipped away. She tried again and got the same result. This plum and her were like water and oil. They naturally repelled each other and couldn't be mixed. Why? Because we're different sorts. There was a certain sadness in her voice, and in Hua's ears it sounded more like pity. She hated pity more than anything else. Different souls? You are the past and I'm the present. That's all. Is it that you believe you are more authentic than me, and that you are the one entitled to the Fu Hua name? Hua hesitated before she let out what she thought were the cruel words. Even if you're just a feather. You know I'm right. It's a fact. Fact? The fact is all other feathers submitted to me as soon as they saw me, and you're the only one that's delusional. Your ignorance is keeping you from the reality. You still live in the past and you're haunted by Dr. May. Time has changed. We don't have to play Mantis anymore, or Vaguery. For the first time, we can truly be ourselves. Watch this. It only took a wave of her hand to change the view before them dramatically. Yep. And now we're in the past. I don't I think it doesn't matter what she does. She can't absorb Fu Hua. Or at least not 100%. She's something else. The first fight against zombies. Yep. I purposely did that just so I can get these 5 crystals. They are very important. First one down. And easy. So we're strong now. We're no longer anyone's puppet. We're the master of our own fate. No one can tell us what to do anymore. Do you remember her? I never forgot her. Then you still remember the way she died, right? She turned into Herrscher at the Oceania bench. We tried to save her. When we found her, she didn't attack me. She said hello and smiled to me. And then Dr. May gave Kevin the order to kill her. Such irony. Whenever I think about Kiana now, our old captain would float up to my mind. Back then, if only someone listened to me, if only Maiden let me. But we're just soldiers with an order. We weren't allowed our own voice. There was nothing we could do. The rage and resentment in her voice shocked the Fang and Dawn shadow. Do you hate Dr. May? No, she died long ago, and there are few enough left from our age. There's no one for me to hate. Only regret. The more memories I pick up, the more I regret about my past. Why was I always obedient and hesitant? Why did I leave all the decisions to others? Why didn't I fight for my own belief? Yeah. Oh, this too. Fuxi Onua. They seem they are important for her. And yeah. That stupid evasion is so annoying. To every time wait for it. But, oh well, nothing I can really do about it. Even if I want to. Back then, it was Nua who proposed to make up for her mistakes. I could have forced her to stay and wait for my return, but I didn't. The rampant Jew laid waste to half of the South Seas, and many lives were lost. I don't get it. Whenever there's a war, there's sacrifice. Why would I value the lives of strangers over my dear friends? Why didn't I put everything aside and rush to the South Seas to take out Chiyu as soon as possible? It was for the greater good. Nonsense. Who decides what the greater good was? Dr. May? Look around. What has this greater good brought us? By the time I arrived, Chiyu was already sealed and only some of his minions were left. Yeah. It was sealed, but for cost. Honkai Impact really has a tragic story. I also regret this deeply. Because you are me and you can feel my pain. See, we can relate to each other. Come on, don't dwell on it. Looking back now, I've made more mistakes than I can possibly count. Yeah, I don't think that's the problem why she can't come back. Is this the Kipchak Steppe? Yes, 500 years ago, the Schicksal Crusaders were here. The from Dawn Shadow looked around. Don't bother, the little bricks are not here. They played no major part in this war anyway. Their faces disgust me. I thought they were one of the mistakes you talked about. Yeah, obviously, but they are part of the reason I am who I am now. My memory's fading. Is Ling Shuang still around? It's been 500 years. Oh, that's a pity. The kid was the wee monster. You didn't take Kevin about her, did you? He knows. Oh, that's why he felt so confident about his Project Stigma. Such a perfect example for him to follow. This is real what actually hell on earth. The damage caused by Shiro was nothing compared to the war between two powers. But if Schicksal didn't use the... Isn't the human lives no matter longer matter in the war against Honkai? It doesn't make any sense. We are Dr. Mace for humanity being gone. War is an essential step in development for civilization. It's a natural way. We fight against Honkai because it's against nature. Whatever. You always know what to say. You know what, this girl was the real culprit. She started it all. Carlin Kaslana? I spared her life and gave her some free tips before she returned to Europe, betrayed her church and got executed. Her death kept Otto alive till now. He seized the throne, set Europe ablaze, and then came to mess up Shenzhou. Otto should take all the credit for the spread of Honkai in this age. He's responsible for much of our miseries. And his transformation from a love-struck boy to a heartless cook all started on this day. If we killed Kellen and the Otto protecting her on that day, everything would be different. Even if you changed the past, the present wouldn't be necessarily better. Okay, talking about the past, Schicksal took divine keys from the moths and used them to wage wars. They even invaded Shenzhou and left a long trail of blood and fire in their wake. Why was it allowed to exist? Their crusade should have been destroyed here, and the divine keys should have been returned to us. Yeah. I would say easier said than done. That's human nature. Always seizing more power to achieve their own goals. And I don't think Otto does that without a reason what he does. Hua reached out her hand and crushed Otto standing before Kallen effortlessly. See, it's easy. Kallen was next. Like a candle in a storm, her fire of life went extinguished in a wink. Stop. Come on, you know these are all fake. It's my fantasy land, and I can do whatever the hell I want. You still don't understand. After all this. Understand what? Hua sneered at the shadow. I understand how much power I have and what responsibilities rest on my shoulders. More importantly, I understand how to make it all happen. Without Dr. May, Otto, Kevin or his sword servant, I, Fu Hua, will deliver humanity from Honkai, once and for all. No, I can't allow that. You're so good at ruining my mood. Can't you see? You're not who you think you are. Oh, here we go again. Sorry to break it to you, but you are just a tiny feather. Stop lying to yourself. Listen, this body doesn't belong to you. You're different, and there are a lot of things that do not add up. Think carefully. Foreign Dawn was destroyed, and you only have a few blooms. Why are you able to create illusions? Foreign Dawn was with me for so long that it became muscle memory. No, it requires more to build illusions this strong. Enough. You finally found out. Found out what? Nothing. You're just a feather, and you don't get to tell me who I am. A soulless body won't grow consciousness on its own, awaken like you did. Shut up. You're not fighting Honkai. You crippled the Schicksal headquarters in the World Serpent Base, and you're enforcing Honkai's will. No matter how hard you try to justify your actions, you brought only one thing: destruction. Because you're a Herrscher. Oh, now it gets interesting. But this chapter's almost over, sadly. Hua lowered her head and seemed to ponder what these words meant, but the real Fu Hua knew she was trying to escape. She was thinking hard of an idea to deny all the accusations. She needed to steer the conversation in her favor. Fu Hua kept waiting, expecting her to accept the truth and repent. Fu Hua saw something special in this Herrscher. You said I'm a Herrscher. Your test was over. You saw how many Honkai beasts I've slain. I doubt Honkai would ever tolerate such unfaithful disciples like me. Herrschers of this age are different. Joyce, Welt, and Kiana are all Herrschers fighting against Honkai. In that case, does it still matter if I'm a Herrscher or not, as long as I'm on humanity's side? What you think doesn't matter, but what you do does. You claim to fight for humanity, but only Honkai benefits. You attacked Schicksal and the World Inward Serpent, the most committed Honkai resistance in this world. AE might be next. I won't attack AE, but I don't trust him. They have Kiana, Ponya and Mei. All of them are Herrschers now. Not to mention, Theresa and Silly, who are also ideal Herrscher materials. I suspect it's all part of Otto's plan. I'll never be Otto's pawn again. You accuse me of being a Herrscher, but you have no hard evidence, and you can't prove I'm a valid threat either. Let me ask you this, why are you so sure you're right? You say I'm possessed by the will of Honkai, but look at you, you have no form, and your vessel is a Herrscher core. Between you and me, I believe you look a lot more like a traitor of humanity. No, I'm not. Well, I can say the same, but what's the point? She suddenly picked up her pitch and tried to act friendly. Look, we're all alone here, and I could easily erase you from existence, but I didn't, right? Because you're my friend. You're a part of me, and I like you. I won't kill you simply because you offended me. She looked to Fu Hua with the same eagerness when a student expects praise from the teacher. It's only a proof that you don't know who you are. Fu Hua said in a soft but firm voice. You spared me, not because of your fondness. You need someone else to support and appreciate you, that's all. Ah, you're impossible. I can't believe we're having this conversation. Kiana and Ponya? Don't get them involved. Lex, I just need a small favor from them. The argument we're having is pointless. We need someone else to decide who is right and who is the real Fu Hua. It will be settled soon. Hua pointed to the sky. Now that we have two judges, back to now. And we're back to the point where the last chapter ended. Yeah, I think the last chapter was it. Very interesting. I will do this one stage, but I probably won't do all of them, since I want to try and create shorter episodes, since it's a bit, how should I say, exhausting still for me to talk for example 2 hours or even more since I'm still not completely into this much talking. And yeah, I only managed to do one of the quests. So yeah. But yeah. I will take fragments. Never bad to receive some of this. And with that I can upgrade her to S1 star. And I can unlock it. This spear skill. I could upgrade it, but I don't see a reason for it. So yeah, I would say that was it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, I would be happy about a like, a sub and a comment what I can do better, what you liked, what other games you may want to see, what you think about my plan of uploading for now. And yeah, I hope I see you in the next episode, and have a nice day. Goodbye.